Hello everybody and welcome back yet again to another drum playthrough review. Thank you everyone for tuning in and stopping by, and welcome everyone. So for everyone who is brand new, hello and welcome. My name is Nick. I like to do these videos because it's good for us to analyze the content and technique of other drummers who are better than us, break down their technique to an easy digest format, and use that so that way we can better ourselves as musicians. I also forgot to change the lights. So this is a new drummer that we haven't reviewed before. Plays for a band that's actually from my state. They're a very famous, popular band. I'm sure all of y'all have heard of them before, Lamb of God. Their vocalist actually went and lived in my city for a little while, Virginia Beach, Virginia. And he actually went to Governor's School of the Arts up in Richmond, where the vocalist for my band actually went to school for vocals as well. It's absolutely crazy to think that this is such a tiny little world, and also that the metal genre entirely is not defined by simply people who were just cringe kids in high school. Like the vocalist for my band was going to school to become an opera singer professionally. And Randy Blythe of Lamb of God was going to Governor's School for vocals as well. And then what ends up happening, boom, they have a career in metal vocals, which is kind of nuts. But all that to the side. We're not talking about Randy Blythe in a playthrough today. We're talking about their drummer, Cruz, today. Cruz has been playing drums for Lamb of God for a little while now, ever since Chris Adler left the band. And he's got a lot of live playthroughs that are set up. And it's kind of crazy because I don't really listen to Lamb of God that much. I never really got a whole lot into them, and I never really listened to a whole lot of their stuff. But I've always been very proud of the fact that, yes, they're from my state, and yes, the vocalist went to the same music school as my vocalist, which is absolutely crazy. But all that to the side, we're going to be taking a look at Cruz doing a live drum playthrough of Laid to Rest, one of their most popular songs they have ever written. I already know this is going to be a big hit, especially where they were playing it at, which was live in Mexico City, because it's one of their most popular songs. And I know Cruz is a very talented and a very, very well-educated drummer. So I have no doubt that he's going to be able to perform this song to his utmost excellence. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this and see what kind of technique we can analyze from Cruz. Alrighty. And without further ado, ladies and gents, let us get into the playthrough.
Let's get this place really
That was Randy before he cut off his dreads. So he's using the same snare head that I'm using. It's the Kevlar one. And the snare sounds excellent too. So he's using full leg motion from what I can tell here, and he's keeping his fingers pretty closed. He's using gloves, which, I'm going to be honest, there's very few drummers that use gloves that I'm like, okay, well, you're actually really good. Usually when a drummer uses gloves, it's kind of like, okay, come on. But he's keeping very loose. He's using a lot of like full motion to play this stuff. And that's because this is a lot more about just power. It's not really a super technical song. Very excellent technique so far though. But he's not using a whole lot of crazy rudiment stuff. It's all about the rhythm and just setting the groove and keeping everybody in time. And he's using that splash cymbal a lot, which is good. It's good. It sets them apart because like there's not really a whole lot of other bands that you can really name out there that are like, oh, I use the splash cymbal all the time. And he looks happy while he's playing it too. That's good. I don't know what cymbals he's using there, but they sound really, really nice and crisp. They're Zildjians. I'm sorry. I don't like Zildjian as a company that much, I'll be honest. See, what I'd like to see, oh, there you go. He used it. He used his tom. He's keeping, like I said, very loose, and his timing is actually really well done. Yeah, I'm just not sure why he has the cymbals up that high, though, because it's just, that's not good for, you know, energy purposes. But if he's not playing anything like super demanding, not to say that this isn't an easy song to play on the drums, it makes more sense to have the cymbals lower, but I will say it looks cool having a giant looking drum kit with the cymbals way up there. That was a good playthrough. That was very good. Very good live playthrough. All right. So Cruz of Lamb of God. First of all, good playthrough. Very solid. He kept it very close to the original. He didn't really change a whole lot, which is very respectable. I'm not really 100% certain how Cruz drums himself, you know, as far as what his own style is. I'm guessing, you know, if I was to listen to the newer songs and all that they have, then I probably would be able to hear it. But other than that, his playthrough is really clean. He's using a lot of wrist technique in there as well, just because this isn't a song that demands high speed or anything like that. It's about the groove and the power. One thing I will say that I found a little bit strange that he was doing was when he was doing the last part of the song, where he goes, where Randy's going, I'll trade all the others away. He's going and just using the same snare hand with the same cymbal hand, and it's causing him to like kind of lean back like this a little bit. That can be a little bit strenuous. So there are some times where you're going to want to learn how to switch it up between your hands in order to do that. Because I mean, your hands at the end of the day, they're not doing anything super crazy as far as like, you know, crazy patterns. They're keeping at the same time. So it might be a little bit more beneficial to switch it up in order to like, you know, not have to like lean all the way this way, you know, and possibly lose your balance and fall off your drum stool. But yet again, he plays this every night. I don't. So what do I know about that? But yeah, he kept very loose. He was using full leg motion on the kick drums there. There wasn't really a whole lot of speed going on the kick drums, so that's why he's using like just a regular full leg motion straight from the hip flexors, because power is what matters at the end of the day if you're playing at that speed. Once you start getting into the higher speeds, you need to worry a little bit more about speed, and so you're going to forsake power a little bit and just trigger out the bass drums. But no, other than that, it's an excellent playthrough. I don't really have any complaints about it, man. He did a really good job. He definitely got that crowd moving. He got that crowd going, not just because it was the song, but also because of the vibe and the energy he brought along with it. Which drummers, as we know, we do carry the energy of the band, so it's very important for us to make sure that we keep that energy high and maintained. Got to keep that crowd going, you know what I'm saying? And with all that being said, guys, that's going to be the end of this video. So here's just a few things y'all can do to support me. So for one, you can like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. You can check out the playlist that I have with all the videos that are very similar to this, and the playlists that I have down below, and links for my band page and Spotify page. And with all that being said, guys, that's going to be the end of this video. So thank you all for tuning in and stopping by. Glad to have you again. And I'll hopefully see y'all on the next video. So cheers, everyone. Have a great night.